there guys, gals, and non-binary pals, GM Potter here. Welcome to my channel where I review books and bookish things. I try to post on Thursdays and alternating Tuesdays, health allowing. Today we will be going over a book that I listened to in audiobook format. This is not sponsored in any way, but I listened to it on Audible because that is where the incomparable Will Wheaton narrated this book. It is Starter Villain by John Scalzi. Let's get into it. Okay, so this book came out this year, 2023, and it has a 4.28 on Goodreads as of filming this, and I give it a solid 5 stars. I would give it more stars if that was, well, it's my rating system, so I would probably give it 7 out of 5 stars. Without any spoilers, my thoughts while reading this book were, oh my god, cats, the parking business, cats, inheritance, cats, tech issues, dolphins, unions, whales, cats. That was kind of my thought process while reading this book. Which may involve spoilers. If you've read the book, you know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't read the book, then you're just like, what is this about? I have no idea. So this book is called Starter Villain, and it's a young everyman who was involved. He used to be a reporter for the Chicago Tribune, and then layoffs happened because print is a dying medium. And he's struggling and all of this, and he gets an inheritance from his rich billionaire uncle who, as it turns out, was a villain and wants him to take over the family business now that he's dead. Such an interesting concept. I love John Scalzi's concepts. They're interesting, and he follows through with good, tight prose. Like, the stories are good, the characters are well-rounded, and oh my goodness, the cats. I adored this book. I listened to it in audio format over the course of about a day and a half. Like, it didn't take very long for me to get through it. It's not a very long book. I think it was only about 5 hours. I listened to it while I was dog sitting, and the dog enjoyed it too. Like, it seemed to calm him down. He was a very high energy Great Dane. Very needy, very in-your-face kind of puppy. Very sweet. I love him so much. His name is Duke. He's great. 10 of 10 would sit again. Yeah, I found myself listening to this and staying up to listen to this, and like, instead of watching YouTube videos or reading Reddit or anything else that I should have been doing, including my NaNoWriMo that weekend, I was listening to this book and just devouring it as I was listening to it, and I kind of want to wait a couple months and then listen to it again because it was that good. And Will Wheaton narrates, because on Audible he narrates all of John Scalzi's books. Will Wheaton is a okay actor. Like, I know him from Star Trek The Next Generation, where he played the young Ensign Crusher, and he's fine. Like, he's a kid actor, it's fine. But audiobooks are he is so good at reading books. Like, I know that's a weird thing to say, but he does the voices, and he does the pausing, and just, it feels like a one-man show on Broadway listening to this. It's so good. I love Will Wheaton's narration. I love the way he does his audiobooks. Well, John Scalzi's audiobooks. And it's just phenomenal. I think this is my favorite one of the ones that he's narrated. Although I kind of feel that way about every one of them. Each one is better than the last because he's definitely growing and honing his craft as he does this. But this one is... I texted my partner when I finished the book that this is Will Wheaton's best work in narration. Because it is so good, and the way he reads it, like, a lesser narrator could do a bad job and pull you out of the story with their bad job, and he just sucks you in and keeps you, like, he has these hooks, and he hooks them into you, and he pulls you in, and it's just so good. So good. So, like I said, I loved this book. That being said, I did have an issue with two of the cats. They were great cats, very cat-like. A lot of people don't know how to write cats. Like, they tend to write cats as dogs, and that's just not authentic. John Scalzi actually has cats. He dedicated this book to his cats. But two of the cats in the book are female. Okay, right? That happens. It's roughly a 50-50 chance, right? But they're also orange. Orange cats are about 80% male, so it is possible that these two cats could be female. It's just not terribly probable. And it just pulled me out of the story, just not even a whole percentage point out of the story, but it just kind of irked me a little bit. And then it's lampshaded later on that these cats, I won't get into it because that's a spoiler, it's lampshaded nicely, but until the lampshade comes, because the lampshade comes quite a while after we're introduced to these two orange female cats. I have an orange kitten. Like, he is a boy. He is very much a boy. You probably hear him causing chaos in the background, and I'm so sorry. It's about 7:15 in the morning, and he is a chaos goblin, and I love him. His name is Wyatt Firefly. If you know, you know. And he is so sweet, and I haven't gotten to pet him yet, but well, we're working on it. He's finally to the point where he doesn't run away from me, but he likes to break things. That's what he does. Anyway, orange cats typically, and the 80% is a low ball estimate, according to some animal researchers. Some of them say it's probably as high as 90%, but 80 is the typically gone with number. So, it pulled me out a little bit. I know it's nitpicky, and I still give this book 5 stars because it's really good. It just, until it's lampshaded, it bothered me just a little bit. Just a little bit. And I'm like, well, are they related to each other, maybe? Like, maybe because one's a grown cat and the other one's a kitten, and they're both female and orange. And I'm like, well, maybe one's the mom and one's the kitten, and we just don't know? Maybe, like, it caused a lot of questions in my head that I wasn't focusing on the story and questioning what was going on in the story. I was questioning what was going on with the cats, which maybe that was the author's purpose. Maybe that's what he was going for, was like, just wait until I lampshade this and it'll be great. And I'm like, okay. For you, John Scalzi, for you. But have you read or listened to Starter Villain? What did you think? I'm dying to discuss this book with somebody else who has read it. It is so good. So good. With any John Scalzi, it's got tight prose and witty banter and just mile a minute until it just ends. And you're like, it leaves you breathless and just ready for to take on the universe. And I love that. I would love to know what y'all thought of this book. Please let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.